Good morning and welcome to Morning Java, brought to you as always by Get Go Cafe and Market, where right now, Dayon, they got the Road Hog sandwich.
Road Hog, the man said.
Road Hog. It's got barbecue ribs all on a sandwich. I know it was just the 4th of July and you all had your cookouts with your ribs and everything, but it's time to get you some more ribs on a sandwich at Get Go Cafe and Market.
Road Hog.
Road Hog. All right. Dayon, let's talk about the big event. Last night it was the Home Run Derby. Pittsburgh had Josh Bell put in a good effort for 18 home runs, but was smoked in the first round by Acuna Jr., who hit 25. And it's funny enough, Bell came in 4th of the first round performances, but Vladimir Guerrero, obviously stealing the show, setting a record with 29 in the first round and again in the second round.
I don't want to sound like that guy, but Josh Bell is like the nicest human on the planet. And I think he let sentimentality get in the way.
What do you mean by that?
Well, his choice of pitcher. I mean, his pitcher.
Yeah,
was,
that seemed odd.
Come on.
It was low. It was outside. I was like, what?
Well, like, are you trying to get him out?
Right. Yeah. That's what. At times, I was looking at it. It was the only pitcher that was worse than him was Chapman's dad.
Yeah.
And I was looking at that.
Chapman's dad was just a disaster.
Yeah.
But like these pitches, sometimes they were outside and whatever. Now, if this is a real ball game, you'd go, oh yeah. I mean,
he's hanging in there.
Of course. No, but I mean, the JB can put the ball out anywhere, and he did. He went oppo a couple of times. He went straight away a couple of times. That's not what you do in a derby.
No.
What you do is what Vlad Jr. was doing.
Just
he was
crank
getting the same pitch again and again, and it was coming in like on an arc, which is
So he could
it's a derby pitch. So you work with that launch angle, square up, and boom, there it goes. Even your accidents are home runs.
Yep.
Well, Bell had to like drive the ball.
He really did. And it took him a while too, because they had the bonus rounds. If you hit a home run over 440 feet, it took him a while to get those home runs because he was driving them, but they weren't going as far. And Guerrero, he was just cranking them to his side the whole night. And he got his within the first two swings.
Actually, he had two different types of home runs.
Yeah.
Vlad Jr. did, where it was he would hit those monsters to the scoreboard, or the line drives inside the foul pole.
Yep.
And again, you go back to Bell's, they were just all over the place because that's the way he was getting pitched.
Yeah,
I can't believe we're talking about how he was getting pitched.
It's crazy.
That said, nice experience, everything else,
that was fun.
And all that other stuff. The Pirates will never have someone win this event or even get past the first round. It's a strange event, though, the Derby. You can't mimic that in an actual baseball setting. No. A guy throwing you arced pitches, ideally, from behind an L screen. I remember every Pirate who has flopped in this thing, and that means all of them.
All of them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's Kutch, Pedro. J-Bay. Yeah. Jason Bay.
That was the one that was in Pittsburgh.
That was here, and Lloyd McClendon told all of us before that, not joking, that J-Bay had no chance. He didn't even think he was going to hit one.
Wow.
Well, because he's
Why?
not. Because he was not that batting practice god type of player that you need to be. If the Pirates had their choice of anybody that they would have put in that event at the time, it would have been, funny enough, Jose Bautista.
Wow, that would make sense, though.
Well, because Jose was a monster in BP, unbeknownst to upper management, apparently. And Xavier Nady was real good in that, too. But J-Bay was the all-star. Right. So J-Bay was the one that was taken to be in the Derby, and it's a different skill set, you know.
That makes sense, and I mean, it's part of what you've always. I mean, as a younger Pirates person I grew up in Pittsburgh. When I saw Jason Bay make it, I was like, oh, and watching that, I was like, that was depressing.
Yeah,
and
he hit like foul balls.
It was all
he was
over
like
the
bouncing
place.
the ball up the third base chalk, and you're like, what's going on?
Right. I was so weirded out.
Although I'm reminded of something on that note. When Josh Bell had the 3 homers in the one day last week, a position player came on to pitch for St. Louis.
Right, and
Daniel Descalso and got him out.
Yep.
And I was joking with JB after the game, and I said, now can you imagine, because he almost hit a 4th home run, and I said, imagine if you had hit 4 home runs, and the one guy who'd gotten you out, and he finishes my sentence for me, he goes, is Descalso, but I want nothing to do with Descalso. I'm like, Just give me Kimbrel, give me anybody. Don't give me a position player.
Wow.
Because the position players come in and they throw stuff that they're not used to seeing.
Right, and your eyes don't pick that up as quickly.
And you're not used to seeing the spin and everything else here. And we're blaming it all on the pitcher. You're the football guy.
Yes, I am.
Why do football skills competitions stink? They don't have to stink.
Yeah, it's been tough to figure out something
Isn't
that
it?
catches people's eyes and make people say, ooh, let's watch that.
Like you've got, with baseball, you have the Derby. It's all they have in baseball, but it's
all you need, really.
It's a show, right? And in hockey with the skills competition, you've got the legit fastest skaters out there, and you've got the hardest shot. And the rest of it's kind of
I've watched it a few
quirky.
times.
Right. You're knocking the styrofoam targets down. No one's going to get like super geeked up over that.
But and the NBA has the dunk contest, where some of the most iconic moments in All-Star weekends happen. The dunk contest, the three-point contest, but the NFL has the Pro Bowl, and that's it. And you even
no, they have
skills competitions, but come
do.
on. They play dodgeball.
Here's the thing. They have that, but don't they have the quarterbacks throw the ball through the tires and whatever?
They used to do that more consistently. Now it's kind of like a joke. Like before, like in like the early 2000s and late 90s, you saw those competitions and you saw quarterbacks come prepared, saying they were trying to get in. And there were some of those were really fun to watch.
We've seen out in Latrobe.
Yep.
You know what I'm going to say
tricks.
here. The trick plays that when Ben and the other quarterbacks get involved in the throwing through the tire. It's not the tire. Can. It's the trash can that somebody's just like
moving it
someplace
around,
or they move it around or whatever. But the one that they love playing, that the Steelers love playing out in Latrobe, is the one where you throw the football and try to hit the crossbar of the goalpost. You know who's the best at that?
Who's the best?
Boy, if he was here right now, he would be happily telling you this. Marquise can kill it on that thing.
Marquise can do that?
Marquise. He just...
Not even snapping, but throwing.
Oh, no, the throw part.
I was going to say,
he can have someone else snap.
Whoa.
He's just really, really good at it.
I've seen long snappers do crazy things.
No. I'm not saying he...
But he
doesn't hike the ball.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have never thought Pouncey could
those
get
guys
that.
take pride in that too, because you know how the offensive linemen get labeled. They can't do anything else.
They're not
it's just a meat market and whatever. But other than that, skills competitions in general.
Chad Johnson just hosted the Golden Dash or whatever. It was the 40-yard dash tournament.
You talking about Ocho Cinco?
Yeah.
Who's called him Chad Johnson?
I still do because I don't think about Ocho Cinco. I think that's just it's not even 85. That's 85 and. I have so many problems.
You're right about that.
Yes! It doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to 85, not
It's almost like he played for the Bengals or something.
Yeah, almost like. Just finding ways to mess it up.
Anyway, what were you saying about it?
But he hosted a 40-yard dash tournament, which the winners haven't been paid for yet, but just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I heard about this.
It sounded exciting. Marquise Goodwin, the wide receiver, won it, but it's almost like nobody cared because it wasn't publicized enough. It wasn't put out there. People were like, oh, it already happened. The NFL has so much potential with all the star power it has, but it doesn't do anything to give their fans something to watch on these all-star things. And I really think people would go for who's the fastest, who's the quickest, who's the strongest.
Yeah, but nobody wants to blow out a hamstring.
No, I agree with that. And that the superstars don't want to do it. That's why he tried to get a lot of lower-level players like Marquise Goodwin.
And people are worried now with the Derby, with the excessive swings, the throwing off your swing. If you're a hot hitter, you're at the All-Star game. Everyone was asking, a million people asking Josh Bell about that. Are you going to mess things up for yourself out there? Even something as innocent as the shootout competition, which could be fun in the NHL, has been turned into a joke because it's understood that the goalies don't feel like splitting their groins.
Yeah. Understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the goalie's just going to go, dude, you want to get crafty? There it is, so man. 24 square feet are all yours,
so
right?
The goalie, when he was defending Vladimir Putin in that shootout video, that that goalie.
Best breakaway conversion ever, because that goalie is literally fearing his execution.
He's like, I'm just going to let him, just come on, Mr. Putin, please come score.
And Putin makes like the worst move, right?
Like I was watching that, I was like, I could probably stop.
It's like it was. Oh God, give me a name here. It's like a move that you would have seen from like the worst stiff ever, and the thing comes in and the puck just rolls off his stick, and the goalie's like,
oh my God, I got fooled so badly.
And the puck still to this day has not hit the back of the net.